Mic is way too low. The stream is higher.
Alright, thanks a lot, John. I think this is better. Is this better? Just let me know, John, if this is better. Turn these monsters down a bit.
Yeah, your mic is actually low. The audio for the race is lower, but your mic itself is low. Not really hearing you.
I think this should be better now. This should be way too much actually. Let me fix that. Right, quick. Mic test 1 2, still a bit too much there. Microphone test 1 2. Okay, this should be good. Right here.
Much better, much better.
Great. Right, so where was I? Right, welcome along to the third round of the CSR Caribbean Sim Racing Championship 2020 GT3 Championship. We're currently at Long Beach, California, on their street circuit, as we're currently following Oswin Wilson around here in his McLaren 650S. If it's the first time you're joining us, welcome along. We've been doing this now for about 11 weeks actually, considering the fact that the championship has started 3 weeks ago, but we've had 8 official races before then, getting the guys up to speed. Those of might have joined us for the first time in sim racing and so on, getting them up to speed on the differences between sim racing and of course real life racing, the do's and don'ts, rules and so on to follow. And so now we're at the third round here, and I'd like to bring you guys up to speed in terms of who's leading what. Currently, I'd like to just recap last week's race of your top 10, which was Rahul Nasseir coming in first position there in his number 9 Lamborghini. Here he is in his beautifully made Lamborghini Huracan GT3 car. He brought first in our last race out there at Road Atlanta in this North American series of our GT3 championship. Coming in second was none other than the Barbadian, and I might add that Rahul Nasseir is actually Canadian with Guyanese descent, ancestry. And and the person that brought second is Damario Hines here in his Porsche 911R, racing out of Barbados. Taking third position in that race was his teammate, Jason Kirton, as you can see here in the other Porsche 911. They're not the only Porsches on the grid. I'll get to the rest of Porsches in a minute. Jason Kirton here in his number 69 Porsche 911R, currently sitting in 7th position there. Once Nasseir gets back into the server, he's going to be in 8th position, but I don't see. I hope there's not an issue with Nasseir Ramirez. As you can see there from the bottom of your screen, the graphic on the bottom of your screen says Nasseir is in 7th position in front of Jason. Yeah, but continuing with last week's winners, then we had Martin Webster in 4th, Marlon Younge in 5th. Marlon Younge actually being relegated to 5th position after he had to come in together with Nasseir Ramirez. He actually brought 4th position after a very tight battle for 2nd between Jason Kirton and Oswin Wilson. Then we have Oswin Wilson, who lost out in that battle by crashing out, coming in 6th position. 7th is, and I might add, Oswin Wilson races for, you can get to him here, he's actually in the pits, but here's Marlon Younge exiting the pits. Marlon Younge is racing out of Guyana, so is his teammate Martin Webster in the other Lamborghini Huracan here. And then we have Oswin Wilson is currently in the pits right now, but he's in the McLaren 650S. After that, we had Sean Lee racing out of America. I might add that I keep stepping on my toes here. Oswin Wilson is Guyanese, out of Linden, I might add, but represents the British Virgin Islands, where he currently resides. Sean Lee, as well as a Guyanese, but is currently residing in the United States of America, and so he's representing that country in this championship series. Coming in 8th is Christian Rajnath out of Guyana. As you can see him here in his Nissan GTR, having some damage there to the rear and taking it off track. Christian Rajnath, very nicely liveried GTR. Then we had Tyreek Wilson coming in 9th position. I don't see Tyreek Wilson on the server just yet. Probably he's out of this race today. And then we had Paul Jiwanram closing off the points for that day, coming in 10th position. As you know, Paul Jiwanram, the motor racer out of Guyana, as Christian Rajnath continues to have issues there with his car. Not sure what he's doing. I'm gonna leave you guys here. It's coming down to crunch time, and we've got Damario Hines, Oswin Wilson, Rahul, Nasseir. And so we're waiting for the other drivers to get online. They just got about 7 minutes to go in this qualifying session. Who's not going to be able to make it will have to start at the back of the grid. But 3 races along, we've got a lot of points on the line. I'm not seeing John Green in the server as well. He's actually not on the timing charts, but he's probably in the server. Yes, I can see him now exiting the pit lane there. As well as Zafiro's back in the server as well, right behind him in that Ferrari 488 GT3 car. So the championship currently stands at Damario Hines from Team Rebellion out of Barbados in his Porsche 911R GT3 car with 43 points on the board. Rahul Nasseir, RDN Racing out of Canada, Lamborghini Huracan GT3, 37 points on the board. Jason Kirton, Rebellion Barbados, Porsche 911R, 21 points on the board. Marlon Younge from Guyana, Team XPlay Guyana, Lamborghini Huracan GT3, 20 points on the board. John Green, Lightspeed Turtles out of Guyana, Mercedes-Benz AMG GT3, 18 points on the board. Oswin Wilson, DOW Racing, British Virgin Islands, McLaren 650S, 16 points on the board. Daniel Williams, DOW Racing out of Guyana, McLaren 650S, 15 points on the board. Martin Webster, Team XPlay Guyana, Lamborghini Huracan GT3, 16 points on the board. Sean Lee, GTM Racing, United States of America, in his Ferrari 488, having 8 points on the board. Christian Rajnaut, Sentai 404 Racing, Guyana, Nissan GTR GT3, 4 points on the board. Tyreek Wilson from the same team, 3 points on the board. And rounding that off is Paul Ram, Team ER Racing out of Guyana with 911 in his 911R with 1 point on the board. Coming into this third round of this 5-round championship series. Alright, as we are in crunch time, we're looking at John Green here.
Frames a second. Anybody else suffer frame loss?
I'm doing about like maybe 35-ish frames. Honestly, I just put everything low, but it still didn't work.
Yeah, I'm suffering really bad with frame loss.
I think somebody needs to go get Damario, Jason, and Sean out of the paddock chat.
With just about 3 minutes left in
Let me try and see if I can fix this.
qualifying.
Yeah,
John Green
I
has
can
to
get
leave
guys out
the
to the paddock.
server. Sean Lee here is sitting in 6th position. Everyone else above him is in the pits area. Sean Lee starting a fast lap here. We're going to stay with him. Is it everyone suffering from the frame loss or just a bunch of guys?
No, I'm suffering from it too, but I think there's not really any way to prevent that, to be honest. Like, I put all my settings to as low as possible and I'm still doing 30-40 frames.
I wonder if it's because now the server is full. Osman?
Right now you're running at 20 frames.
Holy crap.
I can manage it though.
Alright, again, everything is low even in Assetto Corsa.
Yeah, everything low.
Y'all guys getting frame issues?
You got a lot of extra settings, like I know you can turn on and off mirror and how far the mirror can be used. You could just use virtual mirror for that.
Alright, Sean Lee not bettering his time there, actually losing a position there, I think to Martin Webster. And now we've got a bunch of guys on track. Sean Lee loses it into turn 1. That's going to cause a yellow flag situation, but who's the person that was coming in behind him? Not too sure. See Martin Webster there, Rahul Nasseir, Marlon Younge. Osmond Wilson having a bit of internet issues, it seems.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Just on a massive crash.
So not everyone's suffering from the frame loss.
No, I'm good.
What do you have, Damario? In terms of setup?
I have everything on medium.
And what's your hardware like?
I got a RX 580.
Wow. Okay.
With big
I think the Nvidia boys suffering. Anybody else with Radeon? Anybody else with AMD? Alright, that's it for qualifying. Alright, that's it for qualifying, guys. So your lot is Damario Hines, John Green, and Oswin Wilson. But we've got guys complaining of hardware graphical issues. Some of you might not know while you're racing in game here. If your screen is choppy and you're not seeing quite well here. So get some feedback there.
Somebody enter the password, right? Let me go and try everything here.
Just add 3 to the end.
Sorry?
Just on the line by.
For the password at 03 to the end.
Okay, thanks.
Yep.
Alright guys, just beware if you leave the server and don't get back in before race starts, you can't enter the race, okay? Make sure you guys get back in before the 3 minutes is up. You got about like 2 minutes left.
Just get in before all the cars are teleported to the grid.
What is the wait time for the grid?
Say again? There's your lot, ladies and gentlemen. Here we currently have 12 drivers in the...
Alright, I feel I'm not as good as I can be.
What happened, Azad?
Sorry, but I was Sparta talking to say.
Oh. Alright. Alright, cool.
Just heads up, people who are not in the server yet, you have 45 seconds.
Alright, let's go racing, guys. Come on. Excited to get this third round on the way. Alright, that's it, we're ready to go. John Green on the line. with that pole position. And we're going to set ourselves up here for the start. Sean Lee.
Alright guys, safe race. Good luck.
Good luck, everybody.
Am I starting from the pits?
No, Sean, you got to try and get out of the pits. Did you click on the steering wheel?
Steering wheel.
Yeah. I'm actually ready to race in the pits.
I don't think Paul got back in either.
Were you in the server at the end of qualifying, Sean?
Yeah, I never left. I was in all the time. I actually was in the pit lane for a little while, went and changed my setup, and I went back in the pits again. That changed the setup, just make sure I had the right setup.
How many
I think he's just gonna.
How much time do we have left?
There, then.
How much time do we have left?
42 seconds.
I don't understand what happened there.
Alright, whatever it is, let's roll. We'll have fun.
Man, sorry about that.
That's alright.
Good luck, everybody.
I think you might have to start from the pits, so don't sweat.
Make sure you guys are being cautious at the start, because remember, this is a street track, so this road is very narrow to all the other tracks we've gone through. Just be very cautious of wherever you're driving.
Wise words there coming from Rahul Nasseir as the lights are on the track. And off. We've got a good start, I presume, but I see some guys bogging it down the start line. Well, let's watch and see how this goes for beginners. We've got a drag race going on between Damario Hines and John Green, that is. On the outside, Marlon Young with a move. Does he make it stick? There's another crash down the way. Zafiro coming together with Martin Webster, it seems. But getting away cleanly is Marlon Young in front here. Zafiro in 4th position. Then Martin Webster. No, it's Rahul Nasseir. Martin Webster actually losing out along with Daniel Williams. It's a pileup down the line. We suspected this would have happened. And they finally get going. Losing out on that is Oswin Wilson, Daniel Williams, Christian Rachnaut, Danny Nasseir, Sean Lee having to start from the grid. But let's take it up back to the front now as they get going there. That's the issue with racing on street circuits. Is John Green has a look up the inside of Marlon Young. Marlon Young, as we know from last week's bidding, does quite well to drive defensively. But that was at Road Atlanta. How will he perform here? As Daniel Williams seems to be losing out again. Losing more places down the line with his McLaren 650S.
Yeah, I'm getting 24 frames a second.
But Damario Hines leads this race with a commanding 1.5 second lead in his Porsche 911R. Followed by Martin Young, who takes that car into the wall. Now has damage. As you can see here, this is going to be a crazy hour for him. He might have to pit that car. Oswin already inside pit. John Green moving up on the inside though, taking advantage of Marlon, who's definitely suffering there from that incident. But lurking right behind is Zafiro Ramirez, the Cuban racing out of Guyana. Right up on the Marlon Young now. Jason Kirton, Azad Hassan having a fight as well. You can see Jason having an issue there, but Zafiro Ramirez makes that move and has it stuck? Yes, he has. He's made that move stick, guys. Zafiro Ramirez in a great position here in his 488. Ferrari 488. Rahul Nasseir, though, is not going to let him get away with that position as there's another change for position. Azad Hassan take that cars off the line. What just happened between him and Jason Kirton? I'm not sure. You can hear Jason saying he doesn't appreciate it. Marlon Young having to pit from that damage he suffered. Let's take you back up the field. Damario Hines now has 3.2 seconds ahead of John Green. John Green now has 2 seconds to Damario Hines, it seems. But Zafiro Ramirez having to defend from a charging Rahul Nasseir in his Lamborghini Huracan. Marlon Younge still in the pit. As you see guys crossing the line in front of him. Take you in car now with Rahul Nasseir. Ooh, almost coming together with Zafiro Ramirez. Zafiro having all sorts of issue there and goes off track.
What happened there, Severo?
You're right now with Zafiro.
On my screen I didn't. I don't know if he's lagging.
He might be lagging indeed, as he's known to have a bit of internet issues, Zafiro, as you can see him teleporting around the track. Not good at all. Marlon Younge still in the pit, not sure what's taking him so long, if he's just going to call it quits to his race. It seems as though we're going to lose Zafiro as well. Damario Hines doing well to keep his pace alive against John Green. Sean Lee here having a battle with Kirton Rajnaugh. Kirton losing out just a bit.
On the pit exit,
Let's take you back up the field to Damario Hines. We can see how far away John Green is from the Bajan.
It's what, 200, 300 seconds, 5 minutes?
You're not supposed to teleport. They stall you for 2 minutes.
I get 5 minutes stall here, man.
Yeah, you're supposed to drive back.
I can't drive back. The engine was done. The engine and the suspension. I guess that's the end of my race then. Yeah, I'll come out back in 5 minutes just for the fun.
Consider the 5 minutes it takes to change that engine head.
I know. We gotta look at that one there, man. That guy in front of me didn't make but 5 mistakes, and when I get up alongside him, he just pulled right over in front of me. I'm not good at reading all these things while I'm driving, so I have no idea who it is. Sean make no who it is. Sean was right behind me.
Yeah, that was me.
Who's me?
Josh.
Yeah, you were behind me. It wasn't you. It was the guy who I was alongside.
Zafiro seems as though he's catching himself here. He's managing to stay in the race.
Yeah, because the guy came and cut me. It was Azad. Okay, Azad. Okay, but I don't want to use a nice adjective, but that wasn't cool at all. You should park.
Yeah, I was the big loser.
Yeah, you were right in behind us. Yeah, Sean, you were right in behind us.
All right, guys, let's give you 5 after the race, please.
Marlon.
Thank you. Rahul Nasseir now coming past Marlon Younge, who has turned a back marker in this race, sitting in 12th position. Quite unfortunate after suffering damage there. Starting to race out into 2nd position with a commanding 2nd position too, taking that position away from John Green at the start of the race. As you can see him here, unfortunately he's lost out, but having pitted, maybe he'd managed to put some extra fuel in that car. I don't know, maybe he'll be able to jump back in front of the pack here when they begin to pit. He's just got to keep a pace with them. As we continue to watch down the line, Zafiro Ramirez, as we're telling you, still managing to hold on to that 24th position. This would be his best finish, I assume. No, it will be his best finish for the championship if he manages to keep it together. Some other faster guys down the line losing out was Jason Kirton, along with Martin Webster. Azad Hassan now passing Sean Lee, but Sean Lee's definitely not going to give that position up lightly, as you can see him. Ooh, Azad Hassan loses it! And he unfortunately takes out Sean Lee in the process. Daniel Williams comes to take the lead, take that position away from Sean. That was definitely an accident. I didn't see it being part of him. Azad has damage, I think.
Yeah, I remember his control I'm using, so to stay stable on that high speed. Every time I twitch a little, you know, it goes. I'm sorry.
As you can see here, Sean Lee getting the short end of that stick. But as you can see here, Azada-san basically out of the race.
Are you done, Sean?
Right now, it's terrible for these guys on this short track, but John Lee in the process is closing the gap to Damario Hines. We could have a race coming on board here. Someone at the back there is twitching very badly. Not sure who it is. Oh, it's Oswin. It's actually Oswin still having that internet issue, as you can see here, but he's trying his best to stay abreast. If he's not able to stay on track though, and out of the way of guys, he could be disqualified from this race. But John Green continues to close this gap to Damario Hines. Is Damario in conservation mode? We're not sure just yet. It's just 10 minutes gone.
You are lagging everywhere. I just saw you in the barrier, bro, and you were just glitching out a lot.
Yeah, I saw it too.
John Green definitely trying to put the pressure on here. Rahul Nasseir is some 15 seconds away from the first two guys. And as you can see, Zafiro about 7 seconds away from Rahul. Jason Kirton even further down the line with about 10 seconds away from Zafiro. They're all spread out here except for Damario Hines and John Green. Martin Webster some 15 seconds away from Jason. Daniel Williams is about 7 or 8 seconds away from Martin Webster though. Christian Rajnath is about 10 seconds away from Daniel. And then we've got Marlon Young almost a minute away from Christian Rajnath. It's about a lap down after that incident. With him. Even closer now is John Green to Damario Hines. I'll take you in car now with John Green in his Mercedes AMG GT3 car. Where's the split? You can see the split in the bottom graphic of your screen is about 1.3, 1.2 seconds away. But I think where he has Damario is under braking. As you can see that Mercedes close up through this left-right section here of the track. Yep, he can smell the exhaust is coming off of that Porsche, John Green. This is where the battle is at right now. Damario might be biding his time as well with John Green in conservation mode, trying to save on any of those tires and on fuel. coming back through this section from out of the car. You can see how close he is to Damario Hines here. I don't think he has those legs. Sean Lee is trying to get by of Zafiro. Zafiro's internet was giving him issues, so he might not be using Discord. He's not in here.
Thanks, Rahul.
Oh, let's take you back now to John Green. He's just under half a second here against Damario Hines. Much closer now is John Green taking this fight to the race leader, Damario Hines, racing out of Barbados. Is that Porsche struggling? I'm not sure. Right up along here is John Green. Take you outside of the car now. They're coming up another back marker. Christian Rajnath and his Nissan GTR.
Thank you.
Doing well to stay out of the way is Christian. Well done by him. And he gets back racing here behind the leaders. Getting up under the opponent is not a problem, as you can see here. It's trying to get past. And John Green is definitely going to have to think up a doozy.
Wow. I just had a freeze there, boy.
To play towards Damario. Zafiro is still about 10 seconds away from Rahul Nasseir, and Rahul Nasseir is just about 20 seconds away from the leaders. Rahul might be thinking strategy here. Do I pit early on and try to get an advantage on the guys in front of me? But coming off as the race winner of the last weekend's race, he's gonna have to he's gonna definitely want to capitalize on his positions and try to gain some more, given the fact that he's marked his name on the leaderboard with a significant amount of points. We all thought this race would have been a close race for everyone. Unfortunately, it's been a demanding race on everyone. John Green back under a second to Damario Hines. As they settle into their race, everyone's going to be thinking strategy at this moment. Seems as though that Porsche has just about enough legs to stay in front of the Mercedes. But knowing John Green, he's not going to force the issue. He's actually going to wait this one out. He actually goes faster on that last lap there. His fastest time of 1:20. There's an incident down the line? Yes, Christian Rajnath again. Apparently having an issue. Is Danny Nasseir as well? Okay.
Okay, there you go.
So Danny Nasseir having a collision with Christian Rajnath, and being the gentleman he is, gives that position back. Or actually waits on his opponent. But we're back now with this battle for fourth position. Damario Hines doing well to hold his own against the charging John Green though. John trying to get that Mercedes as close as possible to the slipstream. But that Porsche just has just enough legs on that car, man, to stay ahead. Racing stewards are also going to have to watch for the track limits here. John Green might be crossing lines. Oswin Wilson is in the pits. Seems as though he's going to call it a day, Oswin. Sad to see him go. Damario Hines makes a mistake. Just gives John Green enough time to catch him here through the twisty section. Damario claiming that was close, but John Green is even closer. He's going to try and move on the inside, but he just does not have enough. He's got to play this one very smart, John Green. Oh, he takes a peek on the inside there. Damario giving him a car's length, and here it is. Here's a drag race down the line.
I can't even hear my engine.
Wow, look at the pace on that Porsche, guys.
That's
not happening today. No, no.
I don't think so, boy. This championship points right here.
That's the spirit. Crash each other. I mean, battle.
No, that's why I said all fight.
Rahul is there.
He's behind and he's a medium, so I think he might be staying out longer than us.
There you go. The strategies are definitely in mind.
Push.
And John Green not wanting to lose his second position away.
On a buff at least, or the 5/4 second.
John Green, I might add, is one of the senior guys here to Sim Racing. So he's actually practically a coach to all these guys in the end. This is our mock championship. It definitely is not a sponsored one like we hope to within the next few races. And so, you know, persons like John Green will not be able to compete in those races unless, of course, he gives up his organizer position that he has here with Caribbean Sim Racing. Yes, he is one of the organizers. He currently races with the guys. You know, try to give them a bit of encouragement, urge them on, as well as for his own enjoyment. Let's take a look down the line here now, though. Rahul Nasseir definitely holding on to third position. Marlon Younge, as you can see, behind him, suffering that major accident or damage, I might say, at the start of the race after clutching second position too. Behind him. But after Rahul is Zafira Ramirez on the leaderboard in his Ferrari 488. Zafira as well suffering some damage, but has managed to keep that Ferrari on track and well into the points, I might say. Racing for GTM Racing here. His teammate one lap down, and in ninth position is Sean Lee. It's Still enough to get some more points though on the board, Sean, being in 9th position. John Green even closer now to Damario Hines once more. But I don't think the two of them are definitely going to be battling it out. As you heard them over comms a minute ago. Worrying about 3rd position Rahul Nasseir, that is about 30 seconds away, and the lap buffer, the pit stop buffer that is about 30 seconds. She's not really going to be pushing Damario here. And what Rahul wants to do, should be doing, the young man, is to try and get a pit early. Here he is in his Lamborghini Huracan GT3 car, number 9. The Canadian with Guyanese descent. He's not fighting with the guy behind him. That's Marlon Young. Marlon Young's actually a 1 lap down. Danny and Nasseir having another issue there. But him and Christian are having some fun, I assume. Christian having some issues too as well. As you can see, these cars are well damaged up, man. Quite unfortunate to also see Oswin Wilson in the pits lane. I might add, Danny Nasseir is the father of Rahul Nasseir, and they're both teammates, of course. But Danny having some issues here, but still managing to keep that car on the track. Oh no, Danny loses it once again. Damario Hines loses it, ladies and gentlemen.
You're always catching up.
Being pressured by John Green, Damario has gifted that position to John.
No, that is alright. You got a Nasseir on your case there.
That is correct. He's got a charge, and Rahul Nasseir is about 13-14 seconds away. And if Damario has suffered any damage, Rahul, who has not had any coming together whatsoever on this track, has the best looking and best feeling car, I'd assume, on this track at the moment. Well, apart from John Green, I suppose.
Thanks.
John Green getting by Danny Nasseir there. But it's definitely going to open up this lead. It's almost as if that Mercedes has been let loose. Daniel Williams in the pits, as well as Christian Rajnath. I think Christian just have a lot of damage. He's trying to get that fixed. But Daniel Williams back out of the pits, giving way to Zafir Ramirez in 4th position there. Where's Martin Webster? Here he is. Oh, he's very close to Jason Kirton, guys. Very close to Jason Kirton. Martin Webster coming alive here at the 32nd minute against Jason Kirton out of Barbados. Take you in car now with Martin Webster. You can see the damage there on the windscreen's crazy. Ooh, late on the brake there against Jason Kirton. On the inside, these two are having a tussle here. Getting in the mix too is Sean Lee, who's looking to unlap himself, but needs to be careful not to get into any trouble. Ooh, what just happened there?
Sorry about that, I didn't realize you was pitting.
Martin Webster was trying to get into the pit, but Sean Lee was right up onto him. That's quite unfortunate. He might have lost some time there, Martin Webster. But his strategy is playing out here now, the 31st minute. Taking you back up the field. This is Damario Hines having an issue, losing out in first position against John Green. Spinning that car down the back straight. It's about that halfway mark now for this 1 hour race. And we're seeing strategies unfold. We've got Martin Webster sitting in the pits right now, about to come out. I know Danny has had to pit, Azad has had to pit, Oswin is calling it a quits to his day. But he's sitting there in the pits. Christian Rajnath took a pit as well. Rahul.
Thank you.
Alerting Christian to his presence. But we also have Sean Lee taken to the pit as well. Have these guys been able to adjust their strategies in terms of when they pitted and when they were supposed to pit in order to capitalize on that first pit stop? This is not like having a Formula 1 team where the pit crew does it for you. You have to do it yourself. But having pitted, Martin Webster has let loose Jason Kirton here. But he's got a Sean Lee trying to unlap himself behind him. Doesn't want to lose any time either, Sean Lee. If within these 29 minutes remaining, he's got an opportunity to claw back some positions. I don't think Sean will pressure the situation here. I was looking to see what he would have done.
On the racing line though, but it's cool.
Damario Hines takes that car into the pit. Rahul Nasseir having an issue? I'm not sure, but he's definitely going to take second position here. Yes, he's had an issue. You can see the damage on that car. He's not pitting though. Doesn't seem as though he has handling issues. But he's going to take second position now from Damario Hines. Yes, he does. Damario is still in the pits.
Slow down, Justin. Completely freeze up on me.
Marlon Young having another issue. Jason Kirton, 2 in the pits. Damario is now exiting. Who else does he lose time to? Sean Lee has been let go. Daniel Williams takes it out of this track. Another set of problems for the youngster. And having to leave this event. Maybe from internet issues once more. He had the same issues in the last race. John Green takes it into the pits, ladies and gentlemen. At the 26th minute mark. Where's Rahul Nasseir though? He's some 46 seconds or 47 seconds away. He's going to want to pit now. Rahul Nasseir. If he's trying to stand any chance against Damario Hines, what will he do? The young man, all but 17 years old, racing with us here. Jason Kirton losing a position to Martin Webster. I do believe Martin Webster has had to pit. There's Rahul Nasseir right behind John Green. But is it going to be enough? Zafir Ramirez pits from 3rd position, giving back that position to Damario Hines though. In 4th position, he's doing better to pit before Rahul Nasseir, who's going to try now to extend this time against the leaders. I'm not sure why, or if he believes he has what it takes to take this car close to the very end of this race. 25 minutes to go. 25 and a half minutes to go, that is. We've only lost 1 person out of this race, 2 actually. Zafir having a lengthy pit stop. Oh, he's coming out now. This is okay for Zafiro, but he needs to pick up the pace if he wants to challenge Rahul Nasseir for this position. Here he has Martin Webster right behind him here that he's got to defend from though, and a close Jason Kirton. Martin being able to jug Jason Kirton in that pit stop, but I do believe Martin does still have to pit. Jason Kirton being able to close that gap to Zafiro though. So as you can see, the strategies are unfolding. Let's take you now with Martin Webster though, who's even closer now to Zafir Ramirez. Don't worry about where these guys are compared to the rest of the field. They still are fighting for viable points, guys. It sounded as if Zafiro made a mistake there, but he's even closer now. Martin Webster. He's pressuring the young man here, the old stalwart. Rahul Nasseir is in the pit, but as you can see, Damario just crosses our television screens and takes 2nd position away. But where does Rahul exit? He's got Zafiro down the back straight, now entering the back straight here, bringing along with him Martin Webster and Jason Kirton. Doesn't seem as though, and here he is, he's leaving the pits now, the young man. And Zafiro's not gonna have enough time. Almost into the wall, Martin goes, losing out on that battle with the Cuban. Zafir Ramirez, he also loses another position to Jason Kirton here, and is in the way of John Green, our race leader. Martin Webster, no, suffering a lot, losing further down the line, even more points. Him and his teammate now are buddies, sitting in 6th and 7th position. Team XPlay losing out a lot here. But what about Team DOW? Oswin sitting in the pits, and Daniel Williams as well, calling it quits to the day after suffering quite a lot of damage, as well as having internet issues. But that has let loose Zafir Ramirez and even Jason Kirton, who's just about 4 seconds away. if Zafiro manages to hold this together, bring this Ferrari home, it will be the best finish of his championship career for CSR. Young man often comes in here with a lot of issues with his internet, but always is able to stick with us and continue to race with us here at Caribbean Sim Racing. All for the passion of it. Seems as though he would have lost it again. There's Zafiro, but he's got that car under control. Coming down to the end of the race, we also got to watch to see who's
this
on
frame
what
drop is
tires.
very intense.
Thanks. I'm running at 23 frames a second, and this is punishment.
Zafiro doesn't seem to be increasing his lead, well, decreasing his lead to Rahul Nasseir. Meanwhile, Rahul Nasseir here, as you can see, having some significant damage to his car. Doesn't seem to be affecting his handling though. DOW Racing losing both of their machines here in this race as Damario and Hines fly past our screen there, and it's Porsche 911R of Mario Hines having a commanding lead of this race, but then losing it via mistake down the back straightaway to John Green. But John Green is sitting nice and pretty with a 17-second lead ahead of the Bajan in his Mercedes AMG. Fastest lap though for John Green, a 1:25.52. Not anything close to qualifying speed, of course, but John Green is flying out here in front. Stick you back though between Jason Kirton and Zafiro Ramirez. We ride now with Jason. Zafiro Ramirez about 6 seconds ahead. Here you see John Green coming up behind them.
Oh yeah, blue flag guys that are slow to make. Can I pass it?
Here you can see Zafiro there entering the front start-finish straightaway ahead of Jason Kirton. John Green's gonna try and get close enough to get past here and don't want to lose a lot of time behind Jason. This track proven to be demanding both physically on the boys and graphically on their computer systems. It actually ran well all throughout the week. Not sure what has happened today with the server, but there's been another change of position.
Thank you.
Martin Webster, I don't know what just happened, but Martin Webster seems to be out of this race as well. Maybe suffering too much damage, but he was ahead of Zafira Ramirez. It shows here on my timing charts. Or has it now just registered? Because I did remember him crashing out. John Green there being let go by Jason Kirton. Yeah, Martin Webster did lose out, but now you can see him calling it quits to his day due to extensive damage. So we've got Marlon, Younge, Sean Lee grabbing another position there.
Guys, I got booted. I don't know why.
Actually, Martin complaining about being booted. Not sure if he had a penalty to serve and he did not serve it. As to why he is being booted right now, I'm not sure. Christian Rajnath doing his fastest time of the race has just got this Nissan sorted now onto him. In 9th position, he's still going to get some more points to his name as Martin Webster is now out of this race. It's just Marlon Young left now to bring it up for Team XPlay. But Christian Rajnath has got Danny Nasseir. Well, Danny Nasseir is actually 3 laps down from Christian. So Christian doesn't have to actually fight with him. As well as Azad Hassan, he can both let them by and will still be in front of them. But so far, these guys are still fighting for their points. Paul Juan as well not being able to participate in this race today, having some issues of his own. Danny Nasseir unfortunately takes that car into the wall again, proving quite difficult here.
Here on to you, Martin.
For a lot of the guys, but you can see Christian here putting this Nissan GTR through its paces. John Green crosses the line once more with a 1:21.008. His pace probably just letting that pace off. As you can see, Zafira Ramirez in front of him. He's just clawing his way through the field. How he's managing to do it, especially with the dropped frames that he's complaining about, is anyone's guess. But with 12 minutes to go, it's John Green from Damario Hines, from Rahul Nasseir. Young man keeping that Lamborghini in 3rd position, unfortunately unable to get even close enough to 2nd position, even after the pit stops. Zafira Ramirez managing to hold on to 4th position and will want to finish in this 4th position to grab some well-earned points along with his teammate, who's now in 7th position, due to the fact of Marlon and Webster losing out for some reason or the other.
Blue flags.
Azad Hassan, yellow flags for him. What happened? I'm not quite sure. I think it was Rahul Nasseir, yes, crawling by him. And we were looking at Zafiro here along with John Green. I don't think Zafiro is going to just let John Green pass him. Okay, he's going to probably give him on the inside. Yes, he does. John Green now getting past Zafiro Ramirez there. Not being held up. Zafiro definitely putting his head down and racing, guys. Holding on to this 4th position. Well done by him. As we move on to now Jason Kirton. All of them being lapped so far by the top 3 guys here.
Thank you.
At Long Beach. In our 3rd round of the Caribbean Sim Racing 2020 GT3 Championship. Our North American Series. Just under 10 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. Just under 10 minutes to go. Your top 3 is John Green, Damario Hines, Rahul Nasseir, leading this race. And 1 lap ahead, I might add, of the remaining field. Marlon Younge holding his own here for Team XPlay. As his teammate, we just heard being complaining about being booted from the session. Not sure why he was booted from the session. There's not even penalties on for this track, given the fact that it's a street circuit. The penalty is that wall on both ends of this circuit.
Thanks.
Are those walls, I might say. I should say. Yeah, but from Marlon Younge, we've got Sean Lee in the other Ferrari 488 GT3 car. The guy needs racing out of North America, and so he's representing the United States of America in these races.
Sorry about that, Jason.
That's alright, that's alright.
Yeah, my race is done.
What has happened to John Green?
5 frames a second and I just lost it.
John Green has lost it, but he's still in 1st position. Oh, you can see a lot of damage on that car. As the toll of this track is taking names.
Jeez, this frame loss is going crazy. It's more just lap races.
Yeah, I just wrecked my car because of it on pretty much my race.
Everyone's basically suffering here, except
for me as well.
For Damario Hines, I see a yellow flag.
Pits, but freeze frame happened to me like 3 corners before the lap was done. Ran straight into the wall.
Damario Hines now has an opportunity to come back to John Green. It's quite unfortunate what's taken place here. All week they've been practicing on this track, and now many of them complaining of graphical issues.
I feel like Lewis Hamilton. And I'm in a Mercedes.
We're coming into crunch time here. Does Damario have what it takes to take this fight to John Green? Crunch time, if some of you might not know, is the last 5 minutes of any event that we host. John Green, you can see the amount of damage there on that car. Definitely seems as though he's suffering mechanically as well. 7 seconds separates him from Damario Hines. There you see Damario on the penultimate corner in his Porsche 911.
I'm definitely gonna get a blowout soon.
John Green complaining of tire issues and might blow, but he's still up to 100% speed there down the end of that front straightaway. 5 seconds to go. Does Damario have what it takes?
Belows the bar for the tire.
You can see Damario as well suffering a lot.
Trim suspension broken.
Wow, suspension damage on John Green's Mercedes. It doesn't seem as though he's gonna hold on.
The front is gonna blow.
I think
no, you can see that car.
To try to go pit. If you have the space, that is, to try to hold off Damario.
No, that's a negative. Damario's already coming, and he's not gonna knock. He's definitely gonna take this position away from John Green. John Green's going to have to play some blocking maneuvers, but due to the regulations, we're going to see how this is playing out. Damario's also complaining about damage as well.
Full eye there, like 90-degree turn going straight.
My engine is at red right now. I'm not getting as much speed as I should be anymore.
The race is on now, though, with just under 4 minutes to go on the clock. Damario Hines having far less damage than John Green here. Ooh, he rides up on the curb. How well does he do to hold off Damario? Damario having a peek down the inside. But due to the construction of this other turn, he backs off. Let's ride with Damario Hines. As John Green goes to the inside line to defend from the charge and Porsche, who definitely has the legs here. He's going to try and move on the inside. Does he make it stick, Damario? It seems as though he will make it stick, as John Green in his Mercedes is ailing much worse than Damario.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
John Green losing it.
Freeze up there, buddy. Sorry, Marlon.
And losing it to Marlon Hines. Marlon Younge, that is. But John Green losing the lead of this race after suffering some graphical issues which sent him into the wall. Rahul Nasseir managing to hold on, just about scraping the wall there on the exit of the penultimate turn. Sean Lee's in the pits again. Not sure what has happened here to Sean Lee, but the top 10 has been named. It's Damario Hines from John Green to Rahul Nasseir, Zafir Ramirez, the Cuban holding on to fourth position. Jason Kirton, Marlon Younge, Sean Lee, Christian Rajnath, Damario, Danny Nasseir, and then Azad Hassan closing off the points there for the lot. You see number 111, Damario Hines, on the penultimate turn. Seems as though he's going to have one lap remaining. John Green is going to do just enough to hold on to second position from Rahul Nasseir, the number 9 Lamborghini Huracan. As you can see here, coming around the last turn, who's doing well to hold it against Zafiro Ramirez in his Ferrari 488, who's just trying to hold on to that fourth position, followed by Jason Kirton, Damario Hines' partner out of Barbados, in the other Porsche 911. Then we've got Marlon Young coming in 6th position here, followed by Sean Lee, Zafiro's teammate, in 7th. 5 seconds to go. 5 seconds to go on the clock. That's it. The race is over. Leader's now on the final lap. Where is the leader? He's now coming around the penultimate turn.
Good one.
Followed by John Green. Let's watch Damario cross the line here for his second win of the championship series. Well done to him. John Green coming around the penultimate turn. Marlon Young already crossing the line there in 6th position. But John Green here closing off 2nd position after an eventful race for him.
Great race, everyone.
Rahul Nasseir doing same in 3rd.
Good race.
Followed by Zafiro here.
Where should we line up?
Just to the end, guys. Just to the end. First turn. Thank you.
Okay.
With Zafiro coming across the line.
John, just 2 more laps.
In his career best for the championship series in 4th position, followed by Jason Kirton, Marlon Young, Sean Lee, Christian Rajnath, Danny Nasseir, and Azad Hassan.
I think we should park on that runoff area because we are blocking the entire road.
Alright guys, well done to you. Come on John, bring that car up in here. If you can, that is. Wow. I don't think there's a car here that didn't get a scratch from this race. Damario doing well there to hold it together enough to bring that car back after John suffered there to take the win. How do you feel?
I'm feeling very good after this race. It was difficult with a lot of bumps. I spun the car twice, and I had another spin when the frames dropped, as a lot of us had that issue. But overall, good race. My strategy did play out the way that I wanted it to, just not as I expected with everyone having issues.
Right, definitely. We're gonna have to take a look at that. John Green though, doing well to hold on to that first position for quite some time and then losing it totally due to the graphical issues though. But how do you feel coming back after missing last weekend's race?
Yeah, it was good. It was real good. I mean, the guys, I felt like the guys just went up an extra level, like everyone just like 1 or 2 levels faster. I was just pacing myself behind the Mario, but you know, we were both pushing many times. Yeah, at the end there, that That was really bad. The frame rates were 20. I was getting 23 frames a second throughout the whole race. So it was very, very consuming. I loved it. Great race. Yeah, slipped up at the end and caused the race.
What about you, Rahul Nasseir? Doing well. I thought you were actually gonna bring it back there at the end, though, to take it to John Green, coming off of last week's race win. How do you feel, young man?
Actually, well, first of all, great race to everybody, and believe it or not, I actually had a chance of winning this race myself, but those freeze frames got me, and like I think just that last straight before those chicanes and then the hairpin towards the front straight, I had a huge lag freeze frame, and I went straight into the wall. The whole front of the car was all yellow. The engine was red, so I couldn't get the most out of that car. And other than that, it was a fun race. If it wasn't for those frame rates, I feel like this race would have been a whole lot different.
Most definitely. We're going to have to definitely take a look at that, especially for the next track where we're heading to. But everyone doing well here to claw some points. I want to congratulate everyone else who's managed to stay here. Zafiro as well, managing his career best for the championship, coming in 4th position. Guys, thanks a lot for racing with us today. I'll go ahead and close off this stream and then join you for the post-race brief. Alright, that's your lot there for the 3rd round of the Caribbean Sim Racing 2020 GT3 Championship Series there in the North American Series, actually. Here we were at Long Beach in California. It's a street circuit, but the developers of the track made it quite a demanding one. As you can see here, some aspects are missing for me, like the water here, but I'm not sure the guys have done the same to take those off. Even these reflections here are very graphically demanding and on their computer systems, so I'm not sure if everyone followed suit in turning those graphical settings off. Other than that, it proved to be a very nice venue to get this race underway. That being said, we head to Sebring circuit on the calendar for next event, which is the 15th of August. We'll see you then. If you guys want to know more about Caribbean Sim Racing, go ahead, follow us on Facebook here, from which you're looking at us from, and also join us on our group. It's Caribbean Sim Racing Group, and that's it, guys. See you then.